Hey guys, Star77 Productions here, back at you with another product review, and this one is going to be for the Oculus Quest 2 VR headset from Facebook or Meta. And as usual, you can follow the link in the description below, purchase these products on Amazon, and help our channel. And we fully recommend these products and use them here in our home. And this VR headset, we just want to give a quick overview of it, then we will get you guys inside of the VR headset so you can see kind of the features, the games, the videos, and things that you can do with it, and then we will kind of conclude. And I'll also include some links to the accessories that you can get for this VR headset as well, because there are a bunch of those. So just a quick overview of this VR headset. It's one of the cheaper ones on the market, but it can compete with just about all of the other VR headsets out there because it has a very good resolution. I think it is 1832 by 1920 per eye. So that is very high resolution rate, and it can compete with all the other VR headsets out there. The good thing about this one is it doesn't need a gaming PC to operate. It doesn't need cords or anything like that. All you really need is everything that comes in the box, which is the headset, the controllers, the charger. It's got a little extra rubber face protector here, and it's got an extender piece for the glasses in case you wear glasses and want to do it that way. But basically that is all you need. You do not need a high-powered gaming PC for this. You just log in with your Facebook account and use your Wi-Fi at your home, download some games, and you can just get started right away. It is very user-friendly and just very easy to use overall. And it's lightweight, comfortable. You can always upgrade this strap. They have a bunch of different straps you can upgrade to. Some of the straps have an extra battery pack in them as well. Because this battery will get you, it's about 2 to 3 hours. I usually get about 3.5 hours. But usually if you're just watching videos or messing around with apps and not necessarily playing the game, you can definitely get more life. And then to fully charge it, it takes about 3 hours to fully charge it using a USB-C cable. And it looks like it has a 90 hertz refresh rate, which is right up there with some of the other more expensive VR headsets. You get 6 gigabytes of RAM. It's got a very fast processor. I've never really had any delays or much lag at all. Occasionally when you're playing with other players online, you'll get a tiny bit of lag, but other than that, it is pretty snappy and the processor is very quick. And you do have the option to hook it up to a gaming PC if you would like to do that. That's another cool feature about this. Just get the proper cord to connect it to your PC. I think it's just a standard USB to a USB-C. And then make sure you have the compatible software that helps the VR headset talk with all the games that you maybe have on your Steam account, and then you can get up and running with some other Steam VR games as well, which I have done, and it's pretty easy to do. But just the games that come on it and that they offer here for the Quest 2 are more than sufficient for most people, so I have not had a problem with that. And then the controllers are pretty much standard VR controllers where you have a couple buttons here. You got your main menu and your Oculus button here, 2 joysticks, and then a trigger on the side and a trigger in the back. These just take regular batteries. You get a long life out of these. They're super comfortable, kind of small and compact, so they're good for kids as well. And I haven't had any problem with them. They definitely work well, and they have a little bit of vibration in them as well, so you can really get immersed in that gameplay. And you can get a 128 gigabyte or a 256 gigabyte, and the games that I download are pretty small. Even some of the high quality games do not really take up that much space, so you probably only need the 128. But if you do want to get the 256, you can do that as well. But I have about 10 to 12 games on here and have only used a small portion of that 128 gigabytes. All right, well, let's get you into the game to kind of show you from there, and we will continue on. Okay, guys, so now we are in the VR headset, looking at the main dashboard here, and you can kind of see the lounge area, little hangout area in your main menu here. And of course, you can update all of these as well. There's quite a few different main home hangout areas that you can choose from, and where you also get to your main dashboard here. You can see your controllers. You can see the little laser beam so you can select things, and you can even see your buttons and the joysticks. So as you're moving the joystick here up and down, that's how you scroll through a lot of these main screens here. This bar down here has your notifications, it has your settings, and it has just some quick little apps here that you can go to, and you can go into all your main apps. So it's almost kind of like how your phone is set up. And then this screen right here is your main screen. If you want to detach it, you just grab this by clicking your trigger, pulling it up, and it'll enlarge it. And you can create multiple of these panels here. I mean, you can do a full 360 of panels if you want, where if you have a game up in one, you have a browser up in the other, a video there. You can just definitely multitask in this VR headset. And to bring that back down, you just grab it, pull it down, and it'll attach to your little quick app bar here. So we'll go ahead and put this up and show you some of the cool features in here. So you can click on your notifications, and it kind of shows you your different Facebook notifications here, and maybe what different files you have saved and what people are online. You can close out of that. You can bring up all your apps by clicking this button here, and this kind of shows you the apps and games that you frequently use. I watch videos on Prime here, play these certain games through here. YouTube VR is pretty cool, and just a lot of other cool things that you can do, as you can see through here, especially for fitness, for watching TV. You can even have a virtual desktop and do your work through this VR headset as well. So why don't we show the browser feature? It'll just pull up a browser that Facebook uses. You have some of your most popular things on here, like Facebook, Messenger, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, news. And then from the web, it'll show you different things that are compatible with your VR headset. Like if we click on here, it's just going to load a remote village that we can check out in VR. A lot of people post these things online, and you can kind of get a really good 360 view at people's pictures and people's videos. A lot of cool things to do. And here you just look at your controllers, hit the main Oculus button, and then we'll click on and it will bring us right back in here. And then if you want multiple windows up, like I was saying, you can just click this add button. You can just move this tab over, and you can be doing multiple things at once. I mean, it's almost like having a dual display monitor at work. You can do quite a few things in here. All right, so that's kind of the browser features. If you click over here, you get to your quick settings. This is how you can redo your Wi-Fi setup. You can redo your Guardian, and your Guardian is just a boundary that you set up automatically. Because what is so cool about this VR is there's no cords, there's no cameras that you have to install all around the room. Basically, you click on Guardian, you hit, you can do stationary if you're just like sitting on your couch or something, or you can do room scale. Click on room scale. It'll say continue, and you can redraw your boundary setting. So basically, when you're in that setting, you use these little lasers and draw a boundary around you that's not going to impede or interfere with anything in the room. And then when you get close to that, as you're playing a game or as you're in VR, you'll see the wall come up that says don't go past this wall or you're going to hit something in your actual room. And then, of course, there's plenty of other settings that you can do in here as well. You know, you can see your battery percentage. These controllers take just regular batteries, and you can see the charge left up here on your VR headset. And you can change when it goes to sleep, the brightness and all that stuff, just like a regular computer. So then we'll go over here and we'll click all the apps. And bring this up again. And down here you have your profile. You can change your avatar. You can see who's online on Facebook, see who you want to play with. Like I said, this is the notification. And then down here we have to explore. We have their store. We have the friends and people. And then we have sharing. Sharing is really cool because right now I'm recording this video through here. But if you want to cast and have someone watch what you're doing in VR, that way you guys can double check and see what's going on. You just cast here, and you can cast this to your phone if you have the Oculus app, or you can cast it to a TV or even a computer. You just have to go to the browser and go to the Oculus sign-in and then click on Share to Computer. So it's pretty easy to take a photo, to record this, and to cast this. Okay, so back in the main app area here, and Prime Video is one of my favorite apps. Unfortunately, we can't go in there and watch a movie or show you how that works due to copyright infringement. But once you go in that app, you get another screen like this here to choose the video you want to watch, and you're kind of like in a movie theater type area. And then once the movie loads, it is projected on a large screen, you know, almost twice, 3 times as large as this one all around here, and puts you into a little theater type seating situation. And it is really cool to do that. You really do feel like you're in a movie theater. It's really not hard to watch. I can watch full movies no problem. You know, back in the beginning, like the first week or so doing this, you got like a slight little headache, and it does feel weird until your body kind of gets adjusted to it. And now, you know, I really don't notice it at all. I have no issues watching movies or playing games in this. And then there's just so many cool games. Like everyone probably knows Beat Saber. That works well in here, especially since there's no cord to deal with, and the boundary situation works really good. Mini golf is really good. The climb is one of my favorites. It's probably one of the best graphic ones. I could probably go in there and show you that one. Let's take a quick look at ping pong. Just go into here real quick. And a lot of these games you can play with people all over the US, all over around the world, just kind of depending on where your location is. It's just really cool. I don't notice too much lag or any issues when I'm connecting with other people and playing with other people. But you can also play against, you know, the computer as well. So we'll just start a quick game here. You know, there's the computer opponent. So you just hold the ping pong ball here, hit it up, and just play like you normally would play ping pong against the AI or against anybody else that you can find online. And it really is just like real life. I mean, you can put all sorts of crazy spin on the ball and just do all sorts of fun stuff. And just like most games, you can change the settings so that you're in a different location as well. And then to get out, you just hit the main Oculus button. You quit here, and then you are back to the main panel here. And then maybe just another quick game. The climb is really cool. This one probably has some of the best graphics, and it is a little scary at first, but you definitely get used to it for sure. And usually I think you can deal with the 128 gigabyte headset, because these games are actually pretty small. They're not nearly as big as Xbox games, PS4 games, or your PC games. They're actually pretty small, so you can store quite a few games, you know, just using the smaller version, but you could always get the more expensive one that has more memory. Because a lot of these games are, you know, megabytes and not necessarily gigabytes. Okay, and then when you're in here, you can see everything like normal, and just like most games, it's got your main control panels up here. You just click on one you want to do. Click on the A button. I'll just do a quick spin bay easy. Click on play, and it will load and bring you in here. And the loading time is pretty minimal for most of these games because, like I said, they're not too terribly large. So you're not sitting here forever waiting for it to load. And you can get a good view here of what we got going on. So behind us is the scenery by the climb that we're going to do. And in front of us is the rock wall we're going to climb. So like I was saying, it makes you a little bit dizzy to begin with, and it's a little weird once you get started, but your brain and your body kind of get used to this. Like, I do not notice it whatsoever these days. And your controllers turn into your hands like a lot of games do. When you grab things and pull the trigger, you can, kind of grab things with your hands. If you raise your hands up, then you feel like you're hanging more from that. And you can just keep climbing, grabbing it with your trigger, pulling yourself up, and going on all these holds here. Then I think if you shake your hand quite a bit, you chalk it up, and you keep climbing. And the longer you stay on, the less energy you have. So there is all sorts of obstacles and different places you can climb in this, and it's one of the more fun games. A little bit more expensive, but well worth it. And there we go. We just fell. All right. Let's get out of this one so we can kind of wrap this up here. You just click your main Oculus button and hit quit, and it brings you right back up into the main area. Okay, we can just go into the store here, and it will show you, the deals that are going on now, the games that are being featured. You can sort by pricing, by rating, by genre, and there is all sorts of cool games. So, I would recommend following the ratings on here. I can show you some of the ones that I've bought so far. And you could definitely YouTube a lot of these games as well to see which ones you like. And they do have a great return policy. If you don't play the game for more than 2 hours and you return it, like in, I think it was 14 days or something like that, they will give you a full refund. So I recommend the climb, of course. Ping Pong, Super Hot is like a must-have. It's like a Matrix-style gun game. Beat Saber, everyone's got to have that one. It's a great workout and super fun. Mini golf here. Then, of course, we get down to our other apps, YouTube VR, Netflix, the movies. And then they have fitness, TV, and all sorts of stuff. And then, of course, you can do everything on Facebook just like your regular phone. If you go into the People app, we'll click on that, and you can kind of see who's online, see what's going on, see who you've recently met in here, and see if you have any friend requests as well. Because if you refer friends and they buy the VR headset, you each get a $30 store credit. Then you can see all the files you've done. These are the recent videos I've made to do this. And it kind of shows you what you've downloaded and what media you may have on the device. And then lastly, if you do want to hook this up to a PC and play some of your Steam VR games, you can do that as well. You'll just have to get the connecting cord and get that set up, which there's definitely quite a few tutorials on that as well. All right, well, let's get out of the headset and kind of wrap this up.